Welcome back to Reimagine 2020. I'm Yonah Hochhauser, and this is the Word on the Block powered by Multi.io. Today's Word on the Block is PolkaDot. We're going to discuss what the hell it is, who's building on it, and why it might beat Ethereum at its own game. Well, PolkaDot was the most anticipated next-generation blockchain to launch this quarter, and it has already taken the 8th spot for most valuable cryptocurrency with a market cap of $3.7 billion. The high expectations come from the project's developers that are the same team behind one of Ethereum's most popular node clients, Parity. PolkaDot founder Gavin Wood is also a founding team member of Ethereum. Gavin's experience in creating Ethereum and having first-hand exposure to the network's growth through managing Parity has elevated PolkaDot's expectations to create a better Ethereum that can scale to today's demands. This month, PolkaDot has finally launched after 4 years of development, and it came at perfect timing, with Ethereum reaching its breaking point. Ethereum transactions have reached up to $10 for simple token transfers and more than $100 for token exchanges. This is due to the massive explosion of DeFi applications on Ethereum. The product market fit that these DeFi apps have found on Ethereum is a success for all blockchain technologies moving forward. What has to be answered now, though, is how can these apps scale to the level that users are used to experiencing in a regular web application while keeping its composability and decentralization. The current adoption rate of DeFi applications created a perfect launchpad for PolkaDot to showcase its advantages over Ethereum. Here, we're going to explore the most anticipated DeFi projects that are set to launch on PolkaDot in the coming months. Acropolis is an aggregator of the financial services offered by the different apps in the DeFi ecosystem. The Acropolis project is building 2 different core services: Sparta, that allows for users to take advantage of under-collateralized loans, and Delphi, a yield farming aggregator with dollar cost averaging tools that enable users to easily reinvest their farmed profits back into Ethereum or Bitcoin. The Acropolis protocol aims to reach DeFi applications from the PolkaDot and Ethereum blockchain. The use of the Acropolis cross-chain solution will showcase PolkaDot native Ethereum bridges and allow for the application to scale on PolkaDot while keeping smart contract compatibility between the 2 blockchains. Next up is Staffy. Staffy is a decentralized staking platform that tokenizes the locked liquidity of staked assets. Staffy will enable users to stake the native blockchain tokens of the various proof-of-stake blockchains like Tezos, Atom, and PolkaDot, and in return receive an R token that represents the locked liquidity. Currently, users have mainly left their staking balances idle on centralized exchanges. With Staffy, users can now obtain a tokenized balance of their stake and then trade the tokens in the open DeFi markets. This is similar to the C tokens from Compound or the A tokens from Aave that made the static deposits into interest pools dynamic by allowing users to trade these assets directly through the tokenization of the deposits. Staffy native tokens, FIS, and R tokens will use the PolkaDot substrate framework. Staffy will need clear two-way communication between all of its supported proof-of-stake blockchains and back to Ethereum in order to access the largest DEXs to acquire liquidity for the R tokens. The tokenization of native assets like Atoms and Tezos on Staffy will be a perfect proving ground for PolkaDot cross-chain capabilities. Next, my favorite name, Akala. Akala is a decentralized stablecoin platform that enables users to mint AUSD, its native stablecoin backed by cross-chain assets. The main benefit of Akala is that users will be able to use their staked dots, PolkaDot's network token, to mint the AUSD stablecoin that can allow them to buy more crypto assets instead of keeping the staked assets idle. The Akala platform can be compared to the Maker platform on Ethereum. Many of the same core applications that are found in Maker will be part of Akala, like borrowing with collateralized assets, interest accounts, and a trading platform to handle loan liquidations. The main differences in Akala is that it will focus on cross-chain assets like Bitcoin and staked Polkadot as the main collaterals in the system. Next up is PolkaSwap. PolkaSwap is a non-custodial AMM DEX designed for the Polkadot ecosystem. Similar to Uniswap on Ethereum, but PolkaSwap will allow users to deposit any supported asset to a liquidity pool and be able to collect swap fee from the traders of the pool. PolkaSwap's unique proposition, though, is that it will support the native cross-chain assets that Polkadot integrates with, like Bitcoin and Ethereum, on top of the native Polkadot tokens that are expected to enter the ecosystem. PolkaSwap aims to launch on its own PolkaDot parachain slot. This will enable the application to optimize the blockchain shard it will be hosted on specifically for its use case. This optimization can lead to faster transactions per second for a very low cost per transaction. The native support for cross-chain assets and liquidity pools should test the composability of the different PolkaDot token projects that will be listed on the PolkaSwap AMM platform. And lastly, ChainX. ChainX is a cross-chain gateway application that can connect native blockchain assets like Bitcoin, EOS, and Zcash to the PolkaDot ecosystem. ChainX is similar to the Ren project on Ethereum, where they aim to be a decentralized cross-chain platform that tokenizes assets on a host chain from a connected chain. ChainX implementation of their cross-chain bridges allows for faster integration than waiting for native substrate support of an asset. Therefore, ChainX can provide a solution for assets like EOS that might not be at the top of the priority list to get native substrate cross-chain support anytime soon. So, in conclusion, we can see that the PolkaDot application ecosystem is growing, and the completion of these projects will allow PolkaDot to be a front runner in the open finance ecosystem after Ethereum. Currently, no other blockchain besides Ethereum has a flourishing DeFi ecosystem with smart contract composability. If the applications I mentioned manage to launch and get their individual assets to communicate seamlessly, this will lead to a pretty bullish outlook for the PolkaDot blockchain and all the new possibilities that the substrate technology may bring in the near future. What do you think? Will PolkaDot succeed as the go-to DeFi blockchain and even dethrone Ethereum? Let us know in the comments below. For Reimagine 2020, I'm Yonah Hochhauser. Make sure to check back here for all the latest blockchain news, interviews, and more. That was the Word on the Block.